Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we are going to do Tainted Eve Greedier. Because it's fun, we get that's a lot of speed down from the get-go, and my character starts with very default speed. I've been practicing this a little bit, so it hopefully is going to go reasonably okay at least. There is a card for sale there. For the most part, I'm just going to make 2 friends, and then those 2 friends are going to help me until they start getting a little bit too small to help, and then I'm going to recreate them, and that's going to be the strat for the entire thing. Because it is kind of hard to keep a large quantity of these alive. So mostly we're just going to try with reasonably small amounts that we can also just turn back into hearts once it gets a little bit too sketchy looking. And we can get a decent amount of damage done this way to the various enemies. We fortunately didn't get a burning basement, so that's good. We did get some flies though, so that's not great. If we touch that champion now, we die as well, which is also not ideal. You can go a different direction with this as well. And what I'm going to do actually is try and press the button. A different direction you can take this in is to go to half a heart, because then you will get a cool knife instead. You need to be at half a heart and don't have any of those followers as well, which is a little scary, of course, because it means you can't heal either. But that knife is quite powerful. Like, you use the needle in the bottom right as a knife, and that just becomes really quite strong indeed. And I'm just gonna try and clear this up a bit. We'll go into the item room after that. Might buy the red card if I have money enough. Well, there you go. This is what the knife looks like. It is quite powerful, and we're just gonna use that to clear this place up a little bit, as it is fairly capable. You can see it destroys even champions in pretty much one hit, so it's pretty nice. It's pretty great. Given my health situation, I'm actually... What rush? We're at wave 5. I'm just gonna buy this and hope. That's okay. I'm gonna buy a heart. Ace of clubs, that's bombs. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spawn a bunch of friends and walk into an enemy as well. I kinda just want to use that on this floor if I can. Preferably against as many enemies as possible, which is a little bit dangerous, admittedly, and that does not help. I was sort of intending for more enemies to spawn, not more bombs, but fair enough. We don't need that many bombs for this mode anyway, so it's all fair enough at the end of the day, I suppose. Whoop. Golden bomb. Also, I thought that was the last wave already, so there I go. But we did get, we got plenty of bombs, to say the least. There is a red heart we can pick up right now. There's many pots we can blow up. The Ace of Clubs is actually just so powerful at the start of the run. It's pretty nice, actually. Ordinarily, I would go to half a heart at this point, because I find fighting the bosses with that thing is just really powerful. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do right now, because of what we got here. I will also just blow up everything and look for the secret room if I can. A lot of spiders. But we did get some extra money. We can go into the item room, which is nice. There is a red heart there. I'm a little tempted to go to half a heart for sure. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't like any of my options right now. It's not great. It's not great at all. I'm just gonna do it, I think. What we're gonna do is... I'm gonna take the red heart. I'm gonna go in here, and hopefully we can get some stuff. There is a bunch of hearts here as well. That's... maybe I won't go for the half a heart strat. I don't know. There's a lot of options here. Like, this is a pretty valuable... I mean, is it? Let's just do it. Let's just have some fun. Let's just destroy some bosses. Hopefully they're not the worst bosses in the world, like something like that. Yep, there you go. That's some good stuff right there. That's just really unfortunate because that's pretty much the one thing I didn't want. I pretty much just didn't want to have two bosses spawn at once and have them one jump and one shoot tier. It was just a big mess is what it was, so that's unfortunate. Red heart clot spawn hearts on death that disappear after 2 seconds. That's one I was not aware of, but interesting. Could be useful. Right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna play this more or less the same, but this time I am going to take the health up that doesn't slow me down from the get-go, so that's nice. Hopefully we can make these blood clots help out a little bit. I'm a little tempted by Birthright, but at the same time, I don't know how tempted I am by Birthright. Because it doesn't mesh that well with how I want to play this character in general. More just because I probably won't have that many of them be alive, and whenever they are alive, I'm probably going to be the reason why they disappear. I guess it does kind of switch up the strat that you can use. Also, I guess because I hadn't lost any health yet because I picked up that health up after creating those blood clots, so I couldn't actually get rid of them. Which is fair enough. I guess we're playing with 4 friends for now, which is not too terrible either. That should at least make clearing the room even easier at the end of the day, so that's nice. Champions are bastards for sure. It is a champion that doesn't immediately die either, which is not ideal. Just gonna refresh some of these. Got stuck on a thing. That's always a scary time, and I think one of my blood clots died just then. Yeah. I should probably press the button. Yeah, it is getting a little bit too much to add one more wave to that equation, I feel, so we're just gonna play it nice and safe. No worries. What was it? 12 flies that just appeared? I don't want to deal with that. Don't want to deal with that at the same time at all. So we're just going to take this nice and slow. Did not mean to lose that clot, but fair enough. There we go. We did get to the point where we are at regular health again. I'm just going to take the bomb, I guess. I doubt we're going to get flight is really the main thing, so might as well. Little tempted to blow up the shopkeeper. Shard of glass, cool. Very, very good item with this character in particular, I would say. Yeah, seeing as we're trying to retain red health, that's not the character we're expected to get a coin from, but sure. We still have 2 waves to go. I'm surprised I dodged that attack, but fair enough, I suppose. Also surprised that this wave, for some reason, gives you like 15 seconds to clear it, since there was 2 enemies, even with a champion. That's a pretty long time. And then we just got a wave of bombs, which is fair enough, I suppose. This time, because we got the health up, I don't really want to go and get the thing this time around. I don't want to get the knife, because I feel like my health is just good enough, so we're just gonna spawn a boss and we'll see which one it is. It is the Duke of Flies. Should have gotten those 2 bombs. We could have cleared this out very quickly. But fair enough. It's all good. It's all good. No concerns. Yet. We'll see what... little bit of a concern. That's concerning, but I mean, fair enough, I suppose. I don't like that there's a champion blue enemy right here at all. Yeah, this is actually a bit of a mess. It's actually a little bit of a mess for sure. Come on. Might have to recreate these because they're getting kind of low health. Yeah, that's a nasty champion. God. Please don't kill me again. Yeah, God, I really can't do anything about that one. That's actually really unfortunate. I can't really get to a point where I can damage him because the Duke of Flies is going at it. And if it's not the Duke of Flies, it's Monstro. Alright, we're gonna go all out. Just gonna hope this works out. It's a little scary for sure, but if played well, it should be fine. There's just Monstro left now. We got our revenge, so that's good. I say, as he's not quite dead yet, it turns out he still had a little bit of health remaining. Whew, that got weirdly close, but fair enough. Tempted to do the next wave with this as well. It didn't work out great last time I tried, but I kind of want to try it though, because it is just a really powerful attack. It's a slow charge, but it does destroy an enemy pretty good. Like, look at that damage. This early on in the run, like, that's amazing. You just need to be at 0 health, which is, I suppose, not ideal. So, yeah, we're just gonna move on to the next floor. Ooh, that's a nasty set of enemies right there. I will actually try and see if the secret room's over here, because that sack makes it more interesting. Didn't get a bomb or a key back, unfortunately. And something is making my phone vibrate a whole lot. And I'm just gonna quickly check that out as we look at the loading screen. Never mind, we'll get back to that when we get back to that. For now, Binky, that's pretty nice. I think if I get a soul heart, it still will just get rid of the knife, so that's a little unfortunate, but I'll actually take that just for the tear rate, because tear rate's so valuable on this character. It is probably one of the main things I want to be going for, especially early on, since that one item pretty much doubled my tear rate just then. Since this character's starting tear rate is just the worst. It is so bad. So I'm also just going to take this, and we'll just have to make do with that for now. That one wasn't as big of an increase, but fair enough. This should have increased my damage fairly spectacularly, at least. This is kind of an annoying wave to start off with, because mushrooms never die. But fair enough, I suppose. There you go. At least the other waves are getting destroyed fairly easily so far, so that's good. Trying to aim while shooting continuously to spawn more of these friends. I might press the button again in a second, because those enemies at the top are kind of a nuisance, but we'll see for now. Mostly just gonna see how long I can manage with the things that we have. But yeah, those skulls at the top are kind of ruining my day in combination with all these other enemies. So, one button press so far. I believe as these characters that have health, it doesn't matter too much. With the Lost, you get less health or less money when you press the button the next time, but I believe in Afterbirth and stuff, you get less money as the other characters as well, and I think they changed that to just give the same amount every wave, basically, even if you press the button or not, which is really nice in multiplayer if you have one character playing as Tainted Judas specifically, just because he can just press the button while in his ghost form and not take any damage, so you can just keep pressing the button over and over. It's wonderful. We don't really have to worry about that this time, but that's just because I have no Tainted Judas with me. This is okay. I'm not sure how well this works in greed mode, but we'll see. We are in wave 6 of 8 or so, so that's fine. That's one of them dead, and he was not near any other enemies, so did not get any cool poison effects there, unfortunately. This is a blue champion, so many tears when they die. But other than that, no worries. It's kind of hard to tell that they are the blue champion that's exploding the tears, because they look just sort of vaguely red. But they're, if you look very closely, you might be able to tell. It's a tricky one for sure. Destroy the mushrooms. Really just want to clear out one side of the room, and then after the next wave we can just start clearing out the rest of the room as well. So I think this is a fine enough wave to end it on. Reasonably safe, all things considered, as long as we can start getting rid of these dashy worm friends. Then we should be okay, and with just a little bit of tear rate, we can just get so much stuff done. I'd like to get some kind of tear effect that works with little blood clots as well, but we'll see what we eventually get. I do feel like once you're past the basement with this character as well, then as long as you can get tear rate, you're probably fine for a while. It doesn't... Like, the caves is just like, it feels like the nicest place in greed mode. To the point where if the run started here, it might actually genuinely be easier than some of the basements that you get, but yeah, it's all fair enough, I suppose. A little tempted to just buy one card here, just because it's 3 coins, and odds were just sort of not like terrible that at least one card could be kind of okay. I might blow one of these up, I'm a little tempted. Although the poison might deal with one of them at least, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to deal with this nonsense at the same time as another enemy again. It did not quite work out the last time. That is a lot of friends. Oh boy. That's some balmy friends right there who might end up dealing with... I did not mean to do that. Meant to get rid of my blood clots, but fair enough. I guess we're using the strength card for this fight. I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just a little bit annoying. It does mean that if we create 2 blood clots at the end, like just before leaving this room, then those should still stay without me really losing health, because the strength card heart container should take care of that, so that's at least kind of nice, but it's not what I was going for. Well, at the same time, I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world that we have a slightly easier time with this wave, but I definitely wouldn't have minded having that strength card for more dangerous things later on in the run for sure. Ah well. It's all good. It's not the end of the run for sure. I might just buy a new card as well, just because they are still on sale after all. Maybe the next card is even better than a strength card. It's just very unlikely. We shall see, we shall see. There we go. Just gonna create 2 new friends in case somehow there's an enemy in here. I doubt it, but it might theoretically happen. And yeah, let's just go with the tier 8. Like I said, I like me some tier 8 on this character, and that's exactly what we're going for. The Fool. I guess I can check the curse room for Infested. I'm drowsy. That's actually good to know that that pill is in my pill pool, but that's really all that can be said about that. Gonna buy 1 more red card and then we're just gonna move on. It's 2 of spades. That's not bad, actually. That saves me buying a card. That's 2 chests that I actually don't mind trying to get. There is no bomb available to buy, though. This might be a tower card, but I don't really want to risk that. I also don't really want to reroll. Let's just move on, actually. I don't care for this. We should be okay. We got 6 hearts. We got 2 friends that are surely never gonna go away. We got some coins. We have a 2 of spades, which is effectively 2 keys if we use it now. That's okay as well. Should have created more friends first, but who plays optimally? And we shall definitely remember getting that just before leaving the floor, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen this time around. Another red heart. A black candle could be pretty good. More tier 8. I am excited by tier 8, as I have said. Every 6 seconds of this run so far, I'd say. So that point still stands. And so much for my plan to keep 2 friends in total. It has now become a lot of friends from the various red hearts that... What is this wave? Oh, they're all on the wall. I was wondering why I couldn't see an enemy, but that would do it. Look at how many tiers we're shooting right now. That's just lovely. We did just lose a whole bunch of them, unfortunately, but it's fine. It's all good. These are all freebies, effectively, anyway. That makes it less free, though. Let's just create a couple more, actually. While we're at it. Just make it just a little bit safer. In a way, it takes up the red hearts first, which is really nice. Because those are probably my least valuable hearts right now. Well, my friends just died because enemies spawned inside me. Don't care for that. I pressed the button out of panic. Probably didn't need to do that, though. Although with these enemies, I actually don't hate it too much. Just because they are such a nuisance to deal with, so I don't mind taking a little bit of extra time to nice and safely take care of these bastards. They are probably some of the worst enemies in the game, if you ask me, but that's just because I'm not very good at dealing with them. Do I really want more tier 8? I mean, I have a lot. I feel like at this point it's getting a little bit overkill, but at the same time, I don't hate the idea. Like this is... Immunity to curse is obviously very nice, but I also don't really care that much. It is more tier 8 as well. A second Bible, right, we do have a rosary. Did forget about that. Oh well, fine, fair enough. I kind of wanted to get a bomb, but they are not showing up that much. Which is fair enough, I suppose, but it is a little annoying for sure. I genuinely didn't see the tier that hit me, so that's a little annoying. Don't like that purple one that's still alive, but that's what you get when you are a champion. Oh, jeez. That was the last wave, though, so that's good. Running a little low on the old heart front, unfortunately, but fair enough. Slowly but surely we can deal with these many enemies. Should probably deal with the skulls flying around first, like the black ones, because they are a little bit easier to deal with, and they are very much getting in the way. And then just don't miss your shots and you're good. Very nice. Create a couple more friends. And I don't know if I want to press the button for this in particular. It's not the hardest boss in the world to have hanging around, especially if you get rid of his first half, I suppose. So I'm just going to leave it like that. That's Bloat. That's a less fun boss to deal with at the same time as anything, so that's great. Hopefully he can at least take care of the other one. Oh, he did take care of the other one. That's good. That simplifies things at least a little bit, but I'm still not, like, overly happy about this situation that we have created for ourselves here. Oh my god, he is aiming for me as well. He's not having a fun time. It's not fun time Bloat today, it's angry Bloat, and I never truly appreciate angry Bloat, unfortunately. So much tapping with this character as well. So much tapping of the attack button. I should probably just sort of try to shoot diagonally for now. There's spawned so many enemies as well. God. Look at how many of these little worm bastards there are, and somehow none of them are getting hit by the many explosions that are coming out of them. It's sort of amazing, but fair enough, I suppose. That's why Bloat is the most impressive boss in the game. That's why everyone hates Bloat. Because he's a tricky little bastard, isn't he? And I don't love it. There you go. Okay, can we get another angel room? That would be lovely. Let's just quickly check out this first. There is yet a bunch more chests. I'd love to have a little bit of flight to go with this. I guess I should have bought that Bible. I think it's still for sale, actually, so I technically cannot because I don't have a bomb. Can we buy one bomb? I'd love to just have one bomb to blow these two up, but unfortunately, it is not in the cards. So many Bibles. Ah, jeez. What was over here again? Oh, right, yeah. Definitely didn't forget about that. Definitely remembered. Don't worry about that. I'm not making mistakes. I'm playing this game optimally at all times. Because I remember every single thing that is happening, especially related to the Lost Soul, who is definitely not going to survive any floor beyond this one. Because, quite frankly, it's such a hectic mode this is. There's always so many enemies, and unless I might get flight or something, which I don't immediately see happen, but it's not impossible in the angel room. Unless I get flight, I don't think there's any way we can keep that Lost Soul alive, because there's just not enough movement space for that, I feel. I'm assuming the spider died, yeah. Spider died to poison, which is great. And we can very easily deal with this right here. Another angel room, no Bible, cool. Celtic cross, also just fine. I guess Birthright would have actually really helped. I'm curious how the heart drop works, because I'm curious if you could then just like create a little blood clot, then destroy it again, and then pick up the heart after using one of those machines and just play it forever, because that seems pretty powerful if that's possible. I did not forget the Lost Soul. I will not forget it. It's right here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's okay here. Let's just move. I hope we're not going to see 100 more Bibles. I should probably just get one of them to get it out of the way, but I don't want to spend money on it, really. There we go. What do we got? 2 Eternal Hearts. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. That's okay. I will come back for you. That's fine. I don't know how well that's going to work out, actually, but hopefully that's okay. Look, it's a decent damage up for sure. PhD. There is a bomb. Bombs do exist, as it turns out. Also, there was just one in the button, so that is actually a little easier. Look at that. That's a gold mine right there. That is just lovely. That's exactly what we want to see in greed mode. A very reasonable pickup. Pretty good unlock, I guess. Specifically for this mode as well. Look at this. Suddenly, all my money problems are gone. That's just wonderful. So I could get PhD, and I think PhD is pretty good. Mystery Gift could be incredible. PhD probably better in from the immediate moment. Plus, it might just be a good pill as well, so that would obviously be very good. I did not create that friend in time. That's infested. Well, I mean, it's fine, but not like super incredible. Trinket, Wiggle Worm. I mean, it is very wiggly. And that is an important thing to keep in mind. Also gives you Spectral Tears, which arguably is more important, but I do like me some Wiggles. I'm not sure if I like the Wiggles. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Ah, there you go. That seems about right. I really did not expect that to go any other way. I would have been so surprised if that little ghost friend survived that floor at all, but yeah, that's just the way it's gonna be on this mode, unfortunately. At least we got some safety hole here, so we got that going for us. That's nice. We are in wave 6 of 11, so 2 more after this, I do believe, if I can count, which I'm never really quite sure about in this mode. It is always a bit of a question, but so far things are working out fairly well. I feel like Proptosis is definitely helping out my damage a lot, and enemies spawning inside all my blood clots and them instantly taking damage is not helping me out a lot. That is arguably the thing that's probably gonna kill this run at this rate, because quite frankly, you lose so many. And it's annoying because you cannot take damage when they spawn, so I'm so used to just going somewhere in that rough direction and not worrying about stuff. And unfortunately, the blood clots do not agree with that lifestyle choice, and it's just very awkward. These enemies also just suck. The little ones that just appear out of nowhere, shoot a tear, and then disappear again. No one cares for them, and I do not appreciate their existence. Let's get this, because I think I want to have that for sure. I should probably get rid of Wiggle Worm. It's probably not that good, but I mean, it does wiggle, you know? Okay, that somehow worked out better than expected. It still didn't work out great, because I got stuck on a hole. I got stuck in a place where I did not intend to get stuck, and that did not work out in my favor. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Quickly create a set of new friends once again. Just gonna stick to the Mighty 2 for now, because that seems to be working out fine. This little corner over here is reasonably safe, at least. Plus the poison actually working out a treat there. And that is Skullix, so that's always a fun combination of events. Fortunately, the poison effect actually worked out on the right enemies for once in my life. So that's just really appreciated. The poison effect killed the enemies that were in the floor. So I'm quite happy about that. I'm gonna get rid of Wiggle Worm. It has been kind of nice to have Spectral Tears, but I needed to leave. I'm holding the button, though, and nothing is dropping. There we go. I was holding that for a good while, but maybe it was because I was shooting at the same time that wouldn't let me drop it or something. Not 100% sure about how that works, but fair enough, I suppose. Alright, what is going to be the fun we're having today when it comes to entering the 2 Mr. Freds? I will happily take that. That is okay with me. Especially when he doesn't do the bad attacks like that one. We're just gonna hang out. We could just let the blood clots sit in the creep, I think. I'm fairly sure that's fine, but I never really know for sure. And also I don't want to accidentally... I mean, I can just hold R and then move away a bit, which should make the blood clot stay in place, and then I can just sort of move them around like Jacob and his sow, and that would be rather nice, of course. But look at that. Another angel room. Very good 50% odds. Right, and let's use that. Star of Bethlehem. That's solid. And I'm gonna take this. I don't know if it's the best choice. It does give me Seraphim, which is obviously just a nice supply of health for sure. And that also means I can get all of this. I don't know if the other one would have given me Seraphim. I'm not sure if that's part of a transformation. I'd buy Infested and hope that we get a better pill. Health up. Nah. It's okay. It's not like terrible, but I don't know. Soul of Samson though. That's worth going into a curse room for. And just one nasty champion remains. Very cool. Alright, so we can use our last key on this floor here. Get one more item room for our troubles. Star of Bethlehem, I feel, is going to be kind of amazing in this mode. I don't want to revive as Lazarus. Even though it could have been maybe good had we wanted to play as Lazarus, I suppose, but fair enough. Also, our little blood clots are flying now, so that's neat. That's just swell. That's not a good first enemy to get, and that's not a great champion to get afterwards, but it's working out. I would love to stop seeing enemies with shields. And that was to be expected, I suppose. That's also just a character type, I guess, that can take damage from enemies that just spawned, which is fun. It's just really neat. Very difficult to keep alive, I suppose, for that reason. Even in a regular run, I would say, actually. There you go. That's a good place to stand. Star of Bethlehem is carrying this so hard. It's actually so ridiculously powerful. This is effectively just Sacred Heart that we're getting here, and it's just lovely. Admittedly, they do need to get a little close, but when they do get close, and they oftentimes do, all my problems go away, and that's just wonderful. Quickly create some more friends. 2 of these, no worries. Look at that damage. And there's a soul heart there that I guess came from one of the flames. That's neat. That is appreciated. There was apparently a friend there. And I say apparently as if the enemy didn't just spawn right in my face just now. Very shocked by this sudden revelation that an enemy was there. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It is a complete mystery for sure. And then one wave remains. I'm a little worried about actually fighting Ultra Greed just because most of my damage right now is the Star of Bethlehem, and I'm not sure how realistically we can just stand in that during that fight. Also, my range is fairly terrible. We'll see how it works out. That's a double deal. And there's not much in there. There is not much in there at all. Spectral Tears, that's really about it. Terrible. Alright. Got tier 8, which I don't really care about too much at this stage, because I think we might be maxed out. It's a little hard to tell on this character, just because it's... I believe it has a slightly different max tier rate than other characters, but... yeah, that didn't really do anything. It has a range up, though, so I'll take that. I'm gonna see what's in here. It was not a terrible choice. It wasn't great, either. Boneheart, that's fine. Another Bible. You know what? And even more tier 8. It's just tier 8 in this thing. Fair enough. Might as well enter this place, I guess. I say that, but I'm probably going to lose this Boneheart now because of that. I'm not sure if that's terrible or not, but it probably isn't. Shot speed. That's effectively range. I guess I don't really care about losing that either, just because we just get a sword there anyway. It was right there, so it's all good. Look at that. Sticky penny. So much tier 8 in this run, it's actually kind of wild. I did not place that bomb very well. I could have placed that over here, so I might have a chance of opening a secret room as well, but don't worry about it. I should just leave. I don't think there's anything well, the trinket, I guess, is good. There's no reason not to take that. I have no real reason to take any more damage, which is a shame, because there is a decent amount of hearts on the floor there, but could have taken Spectral Tears, I guess. That might have been worthwhile with the amount of hearts eventually on the floor, but oh well. It's always a little bit difficult to judge what the right choice is in this mode. Consolation Prize could actually be okay. It would probably just give me range. And that would be nice. Alright, just spawn in flames. That is a good habit to have. Because it makes my life significantly easier. I'm just gonna shoot in roughly this direction and hope it works out. It seems to be. Even though my range might not be great, especially with Proptosis lowering my damage by about 1,000,000 if it goes all the way to the other side of the room, it's still not bad. I don't like that spiky rock. And I don't like that my lost soul just died, but I don't feel as strongly about that as I do about the spiky rock. I feel like the spiky rock is definitely a bigger issue right now, but oh well. The black heart got rid of a lot of stuff in there though, so that's good. Also, I think I'm occasionally blocking damage because of the Star of Bethlehem, so that's also just wonderful. I'm trying not to suddenly spawn a whole bunch of stuff, but I have made a big mess of these spiky rocks, unfortunately. Because more and more of them kept spawning, and I never really cleared a wave. But hopefully that's fine. I just have to learn to deal with that for a little bit, but other than that, that's barely okay. There we go. Let's get rid of all these rocks. They're kind of in the way. Let's get this as well. I don't know what that gave me. Might have been tier 8. I'm genuinely not 100% sure. I actually wouldn't mind the pill bag. Because I think that might end up working out. Just because of PhD as well. So that's probably going to be our next purchase. Blip, blip, blip. Oh my god, Star of Bethlehem is a champ. Let's just make some more friends again. I guess I should probably buy the pill bag now, but it doesn't. Does it matter? It, maybe a little. I'm drowsy could actually be pretty strong as well. Pretty fly. Pretty fly. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. I guess I could use that to go into the curse room. Pretty good. I was kinda hoping to get Mom's Heart as a boss fight in this mode since we had the Bible, because I'm genuinely not sure if the Bible works against that. I'll take Stigmata. I mean, we could do Genesis, but I don't think we really need to. I feel like this is fine. I don't know if I want to go for the Soul of Samson or if I want to go for the I'm Drowsy pill, and I'm honestly tempted to go for I'm Drowsy. Might seem like a bit of a waste of Soul of Samson at the end of the day, but still. I'm curious, do the blood clots work with this? Oh, they do. That would have been fun, but yeah, fair enough. I'll take I'm Drowsy, just because I didn't think it would actually last quite so long. To be honest, that's why I just used it willy-nilly, but maybe we can still destroy the first boss with it. Nope. Ended just as we arrived. There we go. A little bit of poison. Let's just wait for the star to get in there. Might as well actually do this. Not sure. I've never tried the I'm Drowsy pill, I feel, in this fight, so we're gonna see how it works out, but I'd be too surprised if it's fairly decent. Now, standing in the Star of Bethlehem, as you can see, is a little bit tricksy right now, but hopefully we can make it work kind of like this. As long as he just continuously tries to run towards us, I suppose this is fine. Oh my god. Is this the secret to doing Tainted Eve Greedier mode? Because this is hilarious. He's trying to get to the other side of the room. And he is struggling a little bit because of all our friends. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Also, he cannot really attack us that much with his, like, regular tier attacks, I guess. Coin attacks if you want to be technical about it, but they're effectively tier attacks. Look at this. Like, usually you get pretty good knockback with this character in general. Obviously not quite so much because of the Star of Bethlehem adding so much tier rate, but this is actually ridiculous. I've never seen it be this effective before. Unfortunately, didn't quite get him at the end there, but look, god, that's ridiculous. I don't like that. Never been a fan. Yeah, it might be just I'm Drowsy plus the Star of Bethlehem tier rate plus all the little blood clots end up giving you so much knockback that He tries to run towards you and there's nothing he can do. That's actually hilarious. I'm hoping we can attack from here. It's a little close, but I think we can make it work. That's not great. Not a huge fan of it. That's unfortunate. A little predictable perhaps, but still fairly unfortunate. I'm just gonna hang out in this cool little light bulb that I call my friend. Oh jeez. On occasion we get hit by brimstone, but just nothing happens because of how good this friend is. Nope. God, I'm drowsy. It's actually ridiculous during this fight though. Because it just... everything's slow. Like way more than just the regular attacks are not being a nuisance right now. Just every single part, every single thing that can deal damage to you is no longer as big of a worry. So I'd say I'm fairly happy with my choice. It does make the little blood clots not work great in unison. Because they're not moving at my speed, it seems. I don't know what exactly is going on there, but it's not great. I'm trying to make this work, but it's like they do get my tear rate rather than they also having to be in the light, so that's at least good, but it's still a little fiddly. There we go. Oh, he's already dead. Alright. He does deal damage to himself, so that was, I guess, not too shocking, but still, that certainly went a lot easier than I think I've ever had that fight be, so I guess I'm drowsy is just really, really nice to have during that. That's cool. That's good to know. I don't know why I'm filling this donation machine again. We filled it twice already, and the second time was clearly as big of a disappointment as could ultimately be expected, but I guess I don't really need to do it a third time. We unlocked a card. I didn't pay close attention to what that actually unlocked, but it certainly unlocked something, I'm fairly sure. And that is another Greedier mode completed on a Tainted character. So, hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll do another run with a different character. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.